right here around 9:40 on this 5th day of May. It's Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. Well, tomorrow it is, but who's counting? I am excited to get to know our waterways, our outdoors activities, because there's a plethora of them right here in the Riverbend community, and we are joined again by Chris and Craig. Guys, how are we doing this beautiful, I hate to say morning because I don't like lying to our audience, beautiful afternoon on May the 4th, taping ahead of time, making sure we're all, ready to go here. And there's so many things. There's hikes this weekend, the speaker series. I mean, so many different things to talk about, so many activities. This has got to be an exciting time of year for you guys.
Oh, yeah. Earth Day, too. We had a special Earth Day at the Old Bakery Beer Company. Shout out to the Old Bakery Beer Company folks, where they had a special Earth Day activity in the brewery that they run. And we had a number of environmental groups there, including the Sierra Club. We had a special table where we had extra seeds left over, and we had plenty of dirt. And people could come and get some dirt and put your seeds in the cup. So we had a lot of families came by, so it was really special. Also, shout out to Tom Sherrill, who is our native plant guy, who was there also.
That sounds.
What else do we want to talk about?
Well, it sounds really fun. And the first thing I thought of with Earth Day was you guys, because it's like, there's nobody, and I knew that you guys were busy, so I said I'll wait until the month of May turns its corner, and we have so many things coming on now. Craig, let me ask you about this hike this weekend.
Yep.
Where is this taking place, and how can we get a part of it? Because it seems like. I don't know what it is. We have so many people that like to walk around the mall and they like to do these things, which is cool. We need that. But, for the younger people, it's like, guys, explore, find these different opportunities to really become one with your landscape.
Yeah, absolutely. We live in a really beautiful area here in, the Alton, Elsa, Grafton, with the River Road and everything. And there's lots of places to hike. So this Saturday, we're going to hike there at Gilbert Lake.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat because we're going to start at Pier Marquette, and the trail is about 3.5 miles one way. But when you're hiking there, the lake is on one side and the Illinois River is on the other side, so it's a great view of waterways.
I had no idea when you said that, because I used to, one of the shows I used to run the boards for over across the river was the Heidi show with Josh Gilbert. I almost sent him a text saying, "You name a lake after you? When does this come up?" But again, not knowing my area, I had no idea we even had a Gilbert Lake. Right? It's very phenomenal. So how long is this hike?
Yeah, it's the trail goes for about 3.5 miles, and we'll go as far as everybody wants to and then turn around and head back. So we may end up going 3 or 4 miles or something like that total. But we're going to meet at 9 a.m. there at Pier Marquette State Park, the Visitor Center parking lot at 9 a.m. And then we're just going to convoy across the street and get on the trail and head out there.
Well, what better time, really? I mean, the weather's beautiful right now, and I'm sure there's great kayaking weather out there and great weather for, paddleboarding or whatever we need to do. But, I mean, we have such beautiful landscape here that it's, so funny to me that I see people that, drive 4 hours away and, explore, which is cool. But it's like, have you guys walked in your own backyard yet? Have you gotten to know your own waterways and gotten to explore, protect and,
Enjoy.
Thank you. I was getting stuck.
Explore, protect, and
I was
enjoy.
going to sit here, guys. Let me put you guys at home a little bit more of a picture. I have been on interview marathon mode today, and I have, I thought, man, I'm going to really impress the guys. I'm going to enjoy, protect, and didn't do it. I'm kind of
and explore.
Thank you. I'm 0 for 2. Well, I can play for the Cardinals. Oh, wait, sorry, too soon. Anyway, with that being said, I love this idea of a group hike, and the group consensus. When do we keep going? When do we turn back? So that way no one's, feeling left out and everyone's a part of a team.
Yeah, and it's flat the whole way, and it's kid friendly. So come on out and bring your pets, bring a dog or bring your kids out, and we'll just enjoy the outdoors out there.
I didn't realize
it's part of Two Rivers Wildlife Refuge.
Gotcha.
Gilbert Lake is, and so it's some good scenery out there. And there's always some good waterfowl that you can see on the Illinois River. This time of year, there's eagles out there, still some pelicans around, I think. So we'll see what we might see out there.
I didn't know it would be a flat terrain. Honestly, that's good to know. I had no.
It's really
really
wetlands.
easy.
It's really wetlands.
Yeah, kind of a wetland area right there.
Wow. So it's an easy walk around. It's not going to tax you too much.
No.
Good, because I haven't worked out in a long time, so I was kind of nervous.
No problem.
Another thing I've been seeing a lot about here has been the speaker series.
Yeah.
And
right.
Chris, fill me in a little bit more about this. I know we have one coming up on the 9th of May. That's next Tuesday. What do we know about this engagement ahead of time?
Okay, we have this lady, an advocate and environmentalist on coal ash. Coal ash is the residue that comes out of these coal power plants, and she's an expert on the coal power plants that are on the other side of the river. And of course, when they're operating, if the wind's blowing from the west, it comes right over towards our area, But they're having an issue with disposing of the coal ash effectively so it doesn't taint the river, the Missouri River in particular. So she's going to share her experiences with us, and we're going to looking to maybe collaborate with her with our efforts here to help to protect the Mississippi River from coal ash.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's going to be 6:30 start. We invite people to come to the, guess what, Old Bakery Beer Company, right? And come early, get your meal, get your beer, or get your soft drinks, and go. Now we are allowed to go into the venue, and people can eat and enjoy the presentation at the same time.
Oh, that's really
that's a
nice.
new
Come have
feature.
dinner with us.
Come have dinner with us. Yeah.
Well, and this is really a fascinating topic, I think, because you don't think a lot of us even know about coal, the coal ponds or what are they again?
Yeah.
The coal ash ponds.
Coal ash
The
ponds.
one in Alton where the power plant was demolished, but the coal ash remains in these ponds, and there's 5 of them here, at the old Wood River power plant.
I didn't.
And the Sierra Club is working with and promoting with the Illinois EPA to get the contractor who's supposed to be taking care of and eliminating this coal ash and monitoring it. We're looking forward to seeing them work a little harder on it. I get it.
Yeah, well, not to cut you off, but just a little bit more on this, because I hate to sound, I've always been told, I break every rule in radio or whatever, and they always told me, it's you got to know everything, you got to know. No, it's okay to ask questions. So with that being said, I got to ask you, with these coal ash ponds, with we've seen the flooding reports, and we aren't going to get anything too bad here, manageable, but what does this do to the river if these the river overflows and hits these coal ash ponds? What could it do to the wildlife? I hate to put you guys on the spot, but it's very fascinating.
Well, it can really have a very deleterious effect on fish and birds. Because the coal ash, if it leaches into the river, and they're supposed to be retained somewhat with a special retainer, but there's been evidence of it leaching into the river, and this coal ash has got a nasty chemicals, including arsenic, and barium, and some other nasty chemicals like that, and that can be very, very bad for the.
I had no idea.
For the wildlife and for the birds, potentially too. So it's something that really needs to be very seriously taken care of.
Yeah.
There's a group in Waukegan up near Chicago. There's legislation that the Sierra Club and a couple of other environmental organizations are working on to do the same thing, but this big power plant that they have stopped, and it's been taken over by renewable energy. But there's a big problem there if the coal ash gets into the lakes, Lake Michigan. So the legislation that the Sierra Club has been promoting is designed to tighten up the requirements, okay, the environmental protection requirements, okay.
Wow.
So that's in working with the Illinois EPA and also with the U.S. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency.
Wow. That's actually really fascinating, and it could cause, it sounds like a chain reaction almost with birds, and then all of a sudden if they're taking something that's pretty contaminated and getting sick, then that's spread. I mean, that's kind of a big issue, I would say.
Yeah, these coal ash ponds do come with a liner typically, or some type of containment. You know, they're burning coal and there's going to be ash, and they keep that on the property, on the power plant property, but they keep it containment. But you know, there's a concern about, you know, we got to keep it out of the groundwater and we got to keep it out of the river. These power plants are typically on, you know, large waterways and that kind of thing, and so it's all about containing it.
Yeah.
So Patricia Schuba, I'm sorry that cut in here, Chris, but she is advocating for strengthening wastewater and solid waste protections on the Missouri side of the river, and we're going to benefit from lessons learned that she has been going through over there with big power plants over there. And there's an EPA, U.S. EPA is working to strengthen both the water discharges and solid waste management of coal ash. So it's going to be an opportunity for people to participate and possibly get involved in helping to lobby for this legislation that's going to provide better protections, not just on the Illinois side, but on the Missouri side. So because it's a U.S. effort, you know, in the Three Rivers area here.
That's very that's very fascinating. So once again, just so we hit that again, on Tuesday, what time does that start for dinner?
Well, the presentation starts at 6:30, but we suggest people come, you know, around 5:30 thereabouts to get their dinner, and they can bring it into the room, and we'll start it off directly, you know, on time. We'll try to be on time at 6:30, and the presentation usually runs a good hour, you know, a little more than that. So.
Wow, that sounds really, I'm really excited about that. So mark your calendars for that, because that's very insightful and going to teach us some stuff, I guarantee you, because I didn't know that a lot of us probably don't know about. And that's really, really great. Yeah.
And on June 13th, we'll have the next speaker series, and it's going to feature one of our executive committee members, Don Dickman, who is going to be talking about, he's an expert on energy efficiency for the home and for small businesses and for large businesses too. So it's going to be an opportunity for people to learn better how to provide, make their house energy efficient, basically. So
really cool.
So it's going to be a good presentation.
Got a couple of great speaker series lines up, huh?
Certainly.
I like to hear that. And, you know, Craig, I'm sure that you have, you know, things planned all summer long. And if we could, we'd kind of just bounce back and forth. What else is coming down the pipeline, guys? Because there's too much to do. And so if I see you on your phone sitting at home when it's beautiful outside and 75 degrees, I don't know what, I can't do anything. I'll just, I guess, publicly shame. I think
that's right. I'm the outings chair for the local Piasa Palisades Sierra Club, and it's my job to get you outdoors, folks. We are going to hike. We are going to bike. We are going to paddle. So we've got the paddling gear. You can bring your bike. Every month we're going to do something. It's going to be on our website. You can go to the Piasa Palisades Group website and see what we're up to on every month. And, you know, we're going to do some more hiking in June, do some paddling in July, do some biking in August. So just keep watching out on that website, and you can see what we're up to. And we are always looking for new outing leaders. So there's more of us, so we can get out there more. We want to do more instead of just once a month. So if you want to be an outing leader, get a hold of us or get a hold of me. And there's a little training program that you go through that's set up by the Sierra Club and all that. And then there's the first aid certification, CPR, and that kind of thing. But we're looking for more leaders. If something you want to take groups outdoors, that'd be great.
Well, that sounds fantastic. Now, give us the I hate to say this and put you on the spot here, but the coverage area almost. Are you guys staying pretty local around here, or do we move quite a bit?
Oh no, we're a pretty large area. The group there's 14 Sierra Club groups in the state, and the biggest groups are here in the middle part of the state. Our group, there's a group called the Cascade River, which is on the border south of us, and then the furthest south is the Shawnee group, which encompasses the Shawnee National Forest, and they have they kind of base out of Carbondale, So we have a really large area here. As a matter of fact, the Sierra Club 2 years ago decided to employ another staff member to handle this whole middle part of the state.
Wow.
Right.
That's actually really. And the thing is, do you guys know? I hate to say. Now I'm going to put you really on the spot here. I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to put the mulligan up here. How much waterway, or how many waterways do you guys cover? In that.
Well, there's the three rivers.
The three rivers.
Illinois.
Illinois, Missouri. And
okay. See, I didn't know if you guys accounted for lakes or anything in that too, because there's so many of them that it would probably be hard to keep track.
Yeah,
of.
there's a lot. But as far as outings go, while this group, the Piasa Palisades group, has a specific number of counties and areas that they are associated with, we go hiking everywhere. So I took a group out to Cliff Cave Park on the Missouri side, and we're trying to get out to Shaw Gardens.
Nature Forest.
So we'll go out in the Missouri. There's a lot of great places in Missouri and on the Illinois side that we'll get out and do outings at.
Well, I'm glad I asked the follow-up then, because at first I was like, wait a minute, where am I going with this? Well, that's where I was going, because to me, I wanted to make sure people know, you aren't just going to go up to, Pierre Marquette or one park that you only are going to go to. You're going to actually explore, and that's the cool thing. I mean, that's, to me, the highest selling point of this is you really get to rediscover your landscape and get to, be one with the natural resources we have here, which are plentiful if we protect them.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big point too. So what else is coming down the pipeline, guys, that we need to fill everybody in on?
Well, what can I say? We do have your friend who is going to come in
From
August,
yeah,
and I can't remember
from
his
Webster.
name.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I don't
Webster
have that.
University.
That's a tease.
Yeah.
That's a tease, because we got a lot to talk about anyway. And I wanted to ask you guys, if you could make one suggestion, maybe it's somebody that doesn't, have time yet on Saturday to be in the group, or, maybe it's a family looking for something to do. I'm going to ask both of you this question. What's the perfect family outing to, whether it's hiking or paddling, that you guys would recommend?
Well, there's some great state parks, and the one that we're thinking about is on July 22nd. Is that right?
Yep, July 22nd out at
Silver
Highland
Lake,
in
near
Silver Lake.
Highland.
Yeah, we're going to go paddling out there.
And we're going to have anybody could come and enjoy being there. They've got tables, there's fishing. We will have some canoes and kayaks for members, to get out on the lake. Wow. Hopefully, it'll be not too windy. But we're going to have we will have some meat dishes, meat and vegan and non-vegan. Okay, so
really cool
opportunity for people, and it's we can't camp. We would camp, but it's a nice thing that people can do on a day trip.
Yeah, that's really.
And people can just go to Pierre Marquette, and there are tables there where you can sit outside and enjoy. You can sit alongside the river, in the shade, and enjoy.
That's so cool. That's so cool. What about you, Craig? What are you thinking?
Well, I tell you, we have by far the best bike trail system. In the entire St. Louis region. Let's just say it. And the Madison County Transit System.
They have done a phenomenal job.
Is just incredible. They do an awesome job with all their trails and everything. There's excellent maps that you can pick out a route, and whether it's 10 miles or 20 miles or whatever you want to do, check out their maps and go biking.
I want to put an extra plug on that. And the map's accurate. Yeah. There's actual times where I look at some of those and I'm like, wait a minute, I was supposed to go here, but now it's sending me this way. Well, that isn't updated yet. Not with MCT. That is up to date as you could imagine. And, my dad, of all people, he goes, we were talking about, when he was going to school and learning how to become a teacher and all that at SIUE, and became a microbiologist, but he said he would take the Clifton Terrace, and he showed me the route all the way up to SIU and back, and bike back in the evenings, because that's how much enjoyment he got out of those trails and biking in general. And you know, it seems like it's a little bit easier, you know, depending on where you're at, on the knees for an older person, you know, over running or even hiking sometimes.
Yeah, and you mentioned Clifton Terrace. Yeah, the river road there with the bike trail is just incredible too. Good
really
view of the
is.
river the whole way. It's a great place to go biking right there from Piasa Harbor down to Alton. You know.
Yeah. Well, and too, I feel like we're doing pretty good. You know, I walked in here like Mike Tyson just hit me right in the nose. I really did. I went, where am I? Who am I? Like the 94 presidential debates, the vice presidential debates, one of my favorite lines. Why am I here?
We certainly enjoy educating you.
Well, and you really
We'll come
do.
back anytime.
And we're going to have to, because I was looking through, and I hate to throw you on the spot with this too, but that kayaking class, can we fill people in on that? Because there is a wait list, but you are the head instructor of this kayaking course happening, and I just wanted to give you some props, because I'm going through, Chris, and I'm going, this is an intensive course. You're going to learn in this.
Right.
And so I just threw it out here willy-nilly before we started taping, and you're the head instructor. What a small world.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, the other organization that I'm a part of, the Mississippi River Water Trail, we get out on the Mississippi River and kayak all the time. We're big river paddlers. It's a skill set that it's not something that you can just jump in a boat and get out there.
I'm sure.
So we're all ACA certified instructors, and so we're giving a class. We have 10 students in the class on May 13th and 14th. Of course, the class is already full, and it's a 2-day intensive course on everything you need to know to paddle on the Mississippi River. And there's a duplicate course, the same curriculum, on May 25th and 26th that the president of our organization, Melissa Sauter, is the lead instructor on that one.
Really cool.
So, yeah, we do it every year, so we'll have those classes again next year.
You might want to fill out your registration form about 3 years ahead of time. It's great, though, that so much enthusiasm about learning this. And now, Chris, are you a big water kayaker?
I'm not as much of a kayaker as he is, but I do a certain amount of rowing. On this lovely lake in the Missouri called Creve Coeur Lake.
Oh, it's beautiful out there.
And I've been a member of the St. Louis Rowing Club for a long time, and I have my own kayak, and I've gone on the events, but I don't have the experience that this gentleman over here has, being a senior instructor and leader and whatever. So, and whenever I go kayaking, I just try to keep right behind.
Good answer.
Craig, I know I'm not getting in trouble.
Well, speaking of Creve Coeur, I actually used to play soccer right next to Creve Coeur Lake with Scott Gallagher for so long, and not a nicer park. I love that area. It's really nice, and I got to ask you really quick before I let you go. I'm keeping you guys far too long, but I just love talking to you guys. When we're talking kayaking, okay, I was out in the Lake of the Ozarks, and I thought, oh, how cool would this be, you know? Throw this sucker out there and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
No. Answer is no. I'm going to save all of you at home the stress and the anguish of waves from boats, you name it. I am not made. I don't think I'm built for kayaking. I got to learn the right way how to do this, because number one, I can't, kayak. I can't use the paddles to save my life. It's like two strokes and my arms are falling off, and I'm asking God why I chose to do this. So it might be time to call Craig and Chris and say, guys, teach me, and Craig, everything you know, because I want to be good at this. And then we'll take on rowing.
Well, there you go.
With that being said, what's the best way to stay up to date with you guys? On courses, is it Facebook, the website?
So
we have a great Facebook page.
Piasa Palisades group has both a Facebook page and a website. If you just Google Piasa Palisades group, you'll be able to get to the website, and there's a calendar on there. You can see everything that's going on. There's a lot more going on than just the outings, the speaker series, and some other things going on.
You can register for events on it. It's very easy.
Yeah, good. Real easy
and
to
register.
register.
Also separately, we have a really good newsletter. It comes out once a month now, and it's been upgraded, and we can provide copies by email if people are interested. We'll make sure people can get a copy of our newsletter.
Yeah, and then the Mississippi River Water Trail has a website, MississippiRiverWaterTrail.org, and our calendar of events is on there too. So
Really cool.
Yep.
Well, and by the way, Chris, thank you. So for the last 5 minutes, I don't know if you guys can pick up on this or not. I have been racing in my head going, what the hell was the other thing I was going to talk about? Because it was the newsletter. I'm going, I know there's something else I wanted to get. So Chris, coming in to save the day and, explore, protect, and enjoy.
You got it.
I'm 1 for 3. I'm actually better than the Cardinals right now. Look at that.
Very good.
We're coming up on the top of the hour, but the fun doesn't stop. 10 o'clock hour rolls your way next on our daily show.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.